Minneapolis was completely devastated by the riots, and Tim Walz stood by and let that happen. He was a complete disaster.
We were left helpless without our police or safety.
This man let the city of Minneapolis burn.
Governor Tim Walz's record on crime under fire from his own constituents right there. Business owners slamming the potential vice president's soft on-crime policies during Minnesota's riots in 2020. Those riots destroyed hundreds of businesses and cost roughly $500 million in damages. Joe Teirab is the federal prosecutor who charged many of the rioters. He says Walz, quote, let his city burn. Joe is also the Republican nominee for Minnesota's 2nd Congressional District today, and he joins me right now. Great to see you. Thank you so much for being here. And I want to get your take on Tim Walz's record. What do you know about him?
Well, what we know about him is that he was an utter failure here in Minnesota. During the riots, he sat on his hands for multiple days. In fact, we didn't have a strong National Guard presence for 3 days. All the while, our city burned, multiple businesses were burned down, and people like me, a federal prosecutor, had to fill in the gap where the state failed. I had to charge 2 people who threw Molotov cocktails into a courthouse, people who burned down small businesses. Absolutely unacceptable, and Tim Walz has to answer for that.
So will you press him for answers? What about your opponent in this congressional race?
Yeah, well, my opponent, Angie Craig, really wanted Tim Walz to be on the ticket with Kamala Harris, and that's exactly what she got. And I think Tim Walz has to answer for this. There's a man in Minnesota, a criminal named Mayan Burrell, and some people might know his story because Mayan Burrell is a Bloods criminal street gang member. I charged the Bloods in a more recent case. But Mayan Burrell shot and killed an 11-year-old girl who was doing her homework on her kitchen table in Minneapolis. He was convicted, and he did almost 20 years in prison. And after he maintained his innocence, which he definitely wasn't, guess who commuted his sentence? Tim Walz commuted his sentence. And not long after being off of probation for 3 months, this criminal, Mayan Burrell, got picked up for having drugs and a gun in his car.
Oh, God.
And guess who bailed him out? Because he was set free. Guess who bailed him out? The Minnesota Freedom Fund, the same fund that Kamala Harris was soliciting funds for during the riots.
Wow.
So at this point, the Democrat Party, Tim Walz and Kamala Harris have to answer for that. So does my Democrat opponent, Angie Craig.
Well, J.D. Vance has been ripping into Walz's military record as well. Here's what he said this week. Watch.
Tim Walz said that he carried a weapon in war. He never went to war. I think the victims are the veterans who are having their service disparaged because the guy who wants to be their vice president is lying instead of telling the truth.
Well, Joe, you are a Marine Corps veteran. Thank you so much for your service to our great nation. How do you feel about all of this?
I feel absolutely betrayed by it. Look, I was motivated to join the Marine Corps because in law school, I met a friend who had previously served in the Marine Corps and stepped on an IED in Iraq. The fact that he has no legs anymore doesn't lie about his honor and his integrity. But Tim Walz lies. Tim Walz lied about his record, lied about carrying weapons in war. He lied about retiring as a command sergeant major. All we have to do as veterans is be honest about our record and our service. I'm proud to be a Marine officer, to be a lawyer, and I didn't kick down any doors as a Marine lawyer, but I was proud about my service deploying to Iraq. Tim Walz has to be straightforward, and he has not been straightforward about his record.
All right, we're going to keep a spotlight on all of this and continue following this. Joe, thanks very much. We'll be watching your work.